So good evening, how are you all? Oh, that was a mad rush. You'll understand why later. As usual, we had our usual technical issues, but we think we've got it sorted now. Can you tell me how my voice is? Am I loud enough? Because we're playing around with levels. So, how are we all doing? Let's see who's in. We've got Carrie Ann in saying hello. Fiona, Charlie. Alex, that quiz is actually Alex saying hello all. On YouTube, I'm getting nothing on YouTube and nothing on Twitch at the moment. Looking at those. This is the 50th quiz. There's Alex saying hello on on YouTube. This is the 50th quiz. We have got 2 brand new rounds for you tonight that we're trying out. Hence, everything's been a bit chaotic. Also, Alex, although he will not be on screen, will be appearing in some form a bit later. Well, basically vocal form a bit later. He's got a radio mic down in his bedroom directly beneath me. So we've been playing around with that, trying to get that working. We had to do it worked yesterday, and then we had to do a rejig today because it wasn't working. So we reckon we're there with it. So how's the vocal levels, please? Who else have we got? Oh, Carrie's saying it's good level of sound. That's great, Carrie. Thank you. The Wombles of Wokingham. I love that. That's great. Paul Molyneux showing happy birthday. It's not my birthday. I'm assuming it's somebody else further up has said birthday. I don't know. Sharon is watching. I'll mention it a bit more later, but Alex is now on the mend. He's not brilliant, but he's on the mend. A couple of days ago, I was a bit frightened, I must admit. But yeah, it's not a nice disease. It really is not a nice disease. But yeah, Alex is better. His COVID is abating. Alex, I'm assuming you're listening in downstairs. I don't know if you spotted Charlie's comment that it's great to hear Alex, but not to see him. Is that a win-win for us? And basically, because we're keeping to separate rooms, and then when we're walking around the house, we're actually wearing masks around the house, which feels really weird to do that. But 50 quizzes is a birthday, of course, Alex. Duh, that was stupid of me, wasn't it? So Julie, happy Friday. It's just been a mental day getting everything sorted, because we're having to make brand new templates and everything today. Well, today and yesterday. Bev, good evening to you. Nobody on the Twitch talking and nobody on the YouTube talking. So good to you. 6 minutes to go before the intro. Evening to Matt. Julie's calling me a div. Oh dear. Quick below the old nose. Well, there we go. Right. So what I've got planned. What's your plans for this weekend? Obviously not going out. From 9 o'clock on BBC 4, there's a whole series of shows celebrating Annie Nightingale's 50th. So after the quiz, I'm going to be watching all of those. So that's going to take me about 4 hours. We'll see how long I last and then watch it tomorrow. Good evening from Colonel, from Roy. So that all sounds good. I'm going to give it a quick test. Alex, do you want to try with your volume, please?
Hello? Hello, hello?
I couldn't quite hear that, but it looked like he was talking. Could you all hear Alex talking at that point? Georgia, people are telling me the volume is fine. Maybe can you do it on... Oh, Charlie's saying quiet too. Okay. Oh, Alex was quiet. Was that Alex quiet or me quiet? That's great. Yeah, do bear with him. We don't overtax him on that. He's still got pretty bad breathing problems with his chest. And we've got comments coming in on YouTube. Good evening from Bev on YouTube. Good evening, Samantha. You could hear Alex. That's good because we're going to use that on round 3, which we did give you a preview of with a little video. Good evening from Mark and Sue in sunny Taunton. It's a bit dark to be sunny, isn't it? I'll try and turn Alex up a touch. Like that. We did it earlier on and it sounded really, really loud. So we'll see when we get to that particular round anyway. So let's see. Let me start to get... ready to get the intro ready in 4 minutes time. I got a cup of tea and water because we've got a food delivery coming on Sunday. We managed to get a slot for food and drink on Sunday. Well, food and normal drinks rather than anything else. I'm not sure where we put alcohol on it, but we have got a delivery coming on Sunday. It is so weird when you can't go out at all. You can't just nip to your local co-op just to get some bread or something like that. It's really weird when you are isolating. So look at who else have we got coming in. Hi Jackie, hi Ballerina. It's summer in Somerset. It always is. Sunbeds, yes. Hello Noski's servants. Hello Joan. Hello, Crafty Craig. It looks like everyone's starting to come in now. I can't quite see numbers though. Let's take that down a bit. If I scroll that, does it tell me numbers? Just close that down for a second. It's not telling me on there. Maybe it'll tell me on this. I'll make sure my volume's off on my phone. That is. My phone's not playing ball. There we go. That's cool. Oh, that's nice to know, Julia, that Co-op will deliver on Deliveroo. Thanks for that. That's good information. Should we need it? We do get our milk delivered. We use Milk and More, which is very useful. So yeah, we do get milk delivered and orange juice and stuff. People saying hi to the unicorns. You'll notice a few extra columns on the quick score grid tonight. There is a column to the left of your team name. That's going to be used for round 3. And also there is a bonus column that's just after round 3. We'll explain all that when we get to it.
This is my only way how to escape.
So just over a minute to go. I'll just check on my intro. I think my intro is now ready. So I can put that up. And that wants to go over here. And find that. That's great. So we're almost there. Thanks for that info, Alex. Right, Waitrose, but they charge more for delivery, as they would, wouldn't they? As they would. Fran's asking about Alex. Alex was 2 days ago. I was really worrying. He was literally in bed with... It's such a nasty disease. He was in bed with pain, so much so that he couldn't get out of bed, and it even hurt him just to do that with his head, just to turn it slightly. I did get really, really worried. Then yesterday he started to not be as bad. Today he's been able to get mobile. and come down to the kitchen making himself a coffee. As I said, we're walking around the house with masks on. It's a bit weird doing that, but that's what we're doing, just basically so I don't catch it. But he's feeling a lot better. Not enough to be with me now, but we're hoping by Monday either Alex will host it and I'll be on another camera in the hallway in the landing, or it might be that he's well enough and then somehow we can arrange something to sit side by side, even if it's just with masks on. But we've got to work that out on Monday. Right, we have reached our 8 o'clock time. Okay, I've got my sister saying, Matt, did you give your little sister money back when you bought your shopping? Because when she came down here a good while ago, it was actually on our shopping thing, and we hit her account rather than ours. Mr. and Mrs. Boater could throw stuff over the fence. Thank you, Paul. Right, enough of this. Let me get on to the intro. I'm going to take myself out, and it's the intro for tonight. 2 brand new rounds for you.
To play, don't you know? We won't go straight to the floor. Smashing the glass and then a stupid argument. Something they said and because he didn't like it. Even though knows you, doesn't care cause he's barely even sober. Doesn't know what you're doing, what you're saying. Something's brewing in the air, you can feel it tonight. You're not alright. Cause when he's broken and bleeding, he speaks without speaking. He says he'll fight to defeat them. Takes it to the street end until he's broken and bleeding. I speak but I'm speechless. It happens every weekend. Happens every weekend. Cause we like to play, don't you know? We won't go straight to the floor.
Sarah, behave yourself. I can even talk over the intro. Behave yourself, Mrs. And here comes tonight's rounds. Sorry, I forgot to set the mute off. So thanks to Rats, and as I say, Beat the Quizmaster is not an invitation to violence. It's not about hitting us. Oh God, this is because it works. Normally I say that, but he hits the buttons. Anyway, so I'm back on. I know you're all telling me sound, because you're about 15, 20, 30 seconds behind. New ventriloquist act indeed. Hello, Suzanne, you're just in time. Okay, let me go to there. And our PayPal is there if you do like to help us out. If what we're doing is entertaining you, as I say, even you're just your normal £2 per person that you pay at a quiz, it just goes such a long way for us at the moment. Right, on to round 1. Let me get that set up. And on to round one. Round one is... Oh, I don't know if you're hearing it, but there's a lot of fireworks going on in the background. Some of them are quite loud. You might hear a few as the time goes on. So it says round two, but it should be round one. Never mind, I hit the wrong button. Okay, you know how this works. I give you a question, then I give you 4 potential answers, A, B, C or D. And just that if there's anyone new watching with us tonight, I'm muted again, apparently. So let me start again. Please, if you're new to the quiz, please do not shout your answers out. Please do not shout your answers out. You pass your answers to your team captains, or if you're playing on your own, you basically just write it down. I'm going to give you a question with 4 potential answers. You get 30 seconds to come up with your answer. I give you a further 10 seconds just to pass your answers to your team captains, and then we do the big reveal on the answers. What do you mean, come back, Alex? We miss you. Thank you very much, Bev. Okay. Okay, here we go. First question. Which of these is not a type of coffee bean? Which of these is not a type of coffee bean? Liberica, Basilica, Arabica, or Robusta? You have 30 seconds. What do you mean, Fran? See you Monday. Thank you very much. Oh, I tell you, it's been a mad rip. We were literally on the wire of getting this ready tonight. So there it is. You've got a few seconds more to come up with your answer. And now I'm going to take away the wrong answers. It is not A. It is not C. It is B. Basilica, or whatever it is. I just wrote that up. No idea what it means. Number 2. Oh, I like this one. Which celebrity named his children Poppy Honey and Daisy Boo? Is it Norman Cook, Peter Andre, Jamie Oliver, or Ainsley Harriott? Bev saying we don't have Alex to pick on this evening, so it's pick on Mark. All right. Fair enough, Fran, if you need to go. Boom. Yeah. So that is your lot. A few seconds more to pass your answers to your team captains. And let's take away the wrong ones. It's not Ainsley or Norman Cook. It is, of course, Jamie Oliver. That was question 2. On to question 3. In which religion are the 50 gates of wisdom? Is it Buddhism, Kabbalah, Confucianism, or Hinduism? That's a weird one to say, isn't it? Confucianism. Oh, thank you, Maria. Back in. But it says, playing fast and loose with the term celebrity. Charlie, that word may be a Croatian word meaning fugitive, but I literally just made it up. I just typed it out, just random letters. So it wasn't deliberately done that way. Okay, let's take away those wrong answers. It is not Hinduism or Buddhism. It is Kabbalah, which I think is a variation of Judaism, a particular type of Judaism. I could be wrong. No doubt Charlie will correct me. Number 4. Which company invented the transistor radio in 1952? Was it Sony, Philips, Radio Shack, or Samsung? At least 3 of them. Charlie said, my point is you didn't make it up, the Croatians did it. Fair enough. I think at least 3 of those are legitimate candidates, but which one is it? Okay, I'll give you a few more seconds. Let's take away the wrong answers. It is not Samsung or Philips. It was Sony. Sony invented the transistor radio. Number 5. Costa Nostra refers to what organisation? Is it the Catholic Church, Ferrari, Gucci, or the Mafia? Which one of those is it? Anybody else commenting? And Paul's saying, please stop pressing the cough button. Fair enough, mate. I've just spotted Frank on the YouTube channel. Hello to Frank. Okay, let's take away the wrong answers. I'm being told off now for spelling organisation with a Z. Really? Let's take away the wrong ones. It's not Gucci or the Catholic Church. It is, of course, the Mafia. Nice comment from Ballerina. Costa Nostra, last time I checked, it was a coffee shop. Costa was a coffee shop. Indeed. Number 6. Bit of science now for you. The Curies discovered 2 elements. Radium and which other? So the Curies discovered 2 elements. Radium and which other? Is it plutonium, uranium, polonium, or diluvium? Apparently we've got spelling mistakes all over the place tonight. Anyway, pass your answers to your team captains and let's take away the wrong ones. It is not that one or that one. It is polonium. Named after Poland, from where they're from. Right, question number 7. Prior to 1553, so before 1553, which of these was not part of the zodiac? So which of these was not part of the zodiac before 1553? Phoenix, Gemini, Libra, Capricorn. So which one was not part of the zodiac before 1553? To be honest, I'm just seeing the comments generally with Alex. I think it's lucky that he's actually getting involved tonight after where he's been. So answers up to your captains. Let's take away the wrong ones. Capricorn it isn't. Gemini it is. Phoenix. The actual zodiac hasn't changed for God knows how many years. It was just a trick question to try and catch you out. Do tell me if I got you. That one. Question number 8. Harry Potter question. How many points is the golden snitch worth? Is it A 20, B 50, C 100, or D 150? I like it, people saying hello to each other. Kelly's saying hello to Sarah Fisher. Hello from us too. See, that's a spelling mistake because it's Scotchio, not Scorpio. Okay, give me a couple of seconds. And on to the answers. Let's take away the wrong ones. It is not 20 or 50. It is in fact 150. Number 9. Rhea Perlman was best known for her role as waitress Carla Tortelli in which TV show? Was it Roseanne, Happy Days, Cheers, or Friends? I do miss my buddy by the side of me. Zach saying, we wish we played live to last week to join in with Busgate Gate. That's going to carry on, is Busgate Gate. I got, obviously, with looking after Alex and various other things going on, got slightly sidetracked. I will be sending my letter to the Transport Committee this weekend. I could do with a nice cup of tea because I've run out now. Okay, let's take away the wrong answers. It is not Friends or Happy Days. It was Cheers. And question 10. Get ready for Flaggate. Cheeky git, soapbox moment over. Okay. Which country's flag depicts a cedar tree on a white background? Which country's flag depicts a cedar tree on a white background? Is it Laos, Lebanon, Portugal, or Mexico? So there you go, final time. It's gone really quiet with that question. No one stopped talking. Okay, here we go. It is not Mexico. Oleos. It is the Lebanon. So Lebanon for number 10. So let me know your scores. Put those up. Let me put onto there. So you can see on that one. I seem to have lost round 3. Put that in there. Okay, let me get that up. So what I'm going to do is explain how round 3 is actually going to work. Just because it's a bit more complicated. But this is how round 3 is actually going to work. So while you're giving me your scores and I can read it out, we'll start with that. Kelly Jones, that's terrible. This is amazing. It's like your man watching your nan use Google. Thank you very much. I'm just explaining it so you've got time to ask me questions. Julie says, is the flying room? No, I'm just looking at various different screens, which is why my head goes to different directions. So round 3 is going to be beat the quiz master. I'm going to explain how round 3 works so that you can ask questions till we get there. So this is how round 3 is going to work. As you know, as we keep telling you, we've got 20,000 questions in our database. And when we put them into our database, we actually give them a score on how hard they are, from a 1, which is very easy, to a 5, which is very, very hard. Now, out of those 20,000 questions, each round, we actually give you 10 questions. Now, with this round, we're actually going to give you 2 from each of the hardnesses. And that's going to go like that. So your first 2 questions are going to be very, very easy. And your last 2 questions are going to be really hard. And this is how you play Beat the Quizmaster. Your Quizmaster for this week is going to be, I'm going to move on, is Alex. Alex has not seen the questions to this. So he does not know the questions. This is a round that I made up myself completely. So he's got no idea what questions are coming up. He is not going to answer the first 2. So the maximum number of questions that he can get right is actually 8. Okay? Now moving this on a little bit. So out of those 8, with those questions, if you manage to get the same number of questions right as Alex does, you're going to receive 3 bonus points. If you get 1 less than Alex gets, you're going to receive 2 bonus points. And if you get 2 less than Alex, you can have 1 bonus point. But as I said, Alex can only answer 8 questions, so that means you can technically get more than him. So if you get 1 more than Alex, you can have 4 bonus points. And if you get all 10 questions right, or not necessarily all 10 questions right, if you get at least 2 more than Alex, you can have 5 bonus points. However, there is a twist. How many bonus points do you want to go for? You have to state at the start of the round how many bonus points you're going to go for. So which of them are you going to do? If you don't get enough to reach that number for the bonus points, you don't get any points whatsoever. People are saying it's used as Crime Watch thingy. So basically, you decide whether you want to go for 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5 bonus points. If you don't make that many, either less, equal or more than Alex as you're going for, then you get no bonus points. So it's up to you how many you want to go for. It's on a par. If I can think of something to give you a, if you think of, clearly the format is different, but if you think of something like the chase, the chaser gives the person guessing this either more money if they're going to go closer to the chaser, making it harder, or less money if they're going to go lower than the chaser. It's that sort of format. So you make your guess before and after, before the actual round, on how many points you want to go for. So, Sarah said she can't get the quiz to work on her phone. It just keeps repeating the first round. I have no idea on that. Okay, so that's how that works. And I'll go through that again when we get to it. So on to round number 2. So round number 2 is initial knowledge. I'll explain what you've got a sense of it now. I'll explain more when we get to the round. Kelly, I'll say it when we get to round 3 again. Anyway, initial knowledge. This is how this round works. You're going to be asked 9 questions in this round. And then if you take the initial letters of each of those 9 questions, they spell out a 9-letter word, which is your answer to question 10. So the initial letters of all the words in order as they appear. So the first letter is going to be number 1. The 9th letter is going to be question 9. So it's in order, and that is how that works. And this week's category is going to be for this food and drink. And the 9-letter word is related to food and drink. So once you've got a few of them and you can work out what the word is, then you've got the initial letters for the ones that you're a bit unsure of. So that's how that works. Is that straightforward? Julie says it's simpler when Alex reins me in, possibly. Okay, so what you need to do is take the initial letter in order of each of these, and that will give you a 9-letter word. And that 9-letter word also relates to the category, which is food and drink. Okay? Here we go. Question 1. Which West Country drink can be sweet, dry, or rough? Which West Country drink can be sweet, dry, or rough? And if you have the answer to that question, the first letter is the first letter of your 9-letter word. Poor Sarah. Question 2. Which drink supposedly gives you wings? And if you know the answer to that one, that will give you the second letter of your 9-letter word. Bertie's in smug mode, reckons he's got the answer to question 10 already. Number 3. What is the fruit in tartatan? What is the fruit in tartatan? That will give you your third letter of the 9-letter word. Carrie Lee, I reckon she's got it too. So does Bev. Kathy reckons she's got it as well. That's not bad off 3 letters. It would relate to food or drink. Yes, I'm being asked. Number 4. Founded in Switzerland in 1866 by a German pharmacist, what is the world's largest food company? Well, everyone's saying easy now. Well, you're all going to do really good on this round then, aren't you? Alex, did I make it too easy? Peter, now that's too much. Got it before the round started. I don't believe that for one moment. Question 5. Which cocktail consists of a Tia Maria, vodka and Coke? Well, it makes a change instead of me saying that I've done it too hard. Oh, Carrie's changed her mind already. Question 6. Ham and eggs on toast or a muffin with hollandaise sauce is known as what? I'm just looking at the various comments here, there and everywhere. Question number 7. Puerto Rico is one of the 2 main producers of which spirit? But he's saying 6 was my last meal out on Wednesday. I haven't been out for God knows how long. Not been allowed to. Question number 8. What enzyme is added to milk to make it coagulate before being made into cheese? Number 9. What colour, this is your final question, your final letter. What colour is Piccalilli? What colour is Piccalilli? Yes, I thought coagulate was a good word. And of course, now finally, question number 10. What is the 9-letter word? So question 10, that would also get you 2 points. What is the 9-letter word? Julia Hardy saying more vegan questions. If Alex can actually do a tag, getting it from my profile, a mate of mine has basically, he's a really good promoter, come good guy on the grassroots music scene up in the north of England. He works generally through Liverpool and Manchester areas. A guy called Ben Taylor. He's actually has been vegan for quite a while and has now developed, literally starting today, selling vegan truffles, vegan chocolate truffles. They taste just as good as normal truffles, so all you meaties out there, it's fine for that. But just by putting the word, the vegan word in front of it all, means that it's open for everyone to eat. So if Alex can actually do a link to that for me from my profile, that would be great if you can find that for me, mate. Okay, let me go back to the intermission, add a bit of music in. And before I go into... pull the score grid up. No. Alex, if you can link me to the score grid, please. That would be helpful. Jog it up. Oh, there it goes. That's the video for... I don't want that there now. Let's go back. That's the video about his chocolates. I need to F5. That's going a bit weird. There we go. On the score grid, to the left of your team name, how many... That's gone a bit weird, hasn't it? Let's go to intermission. Intermission isn't kicking in for some reason. That's better. So, with this round 3, let me put the recap on first while I explain it. So essentially, with round 3, how many points do you think you're going to get on the round 3 round? If you think you're going to get the same as Alex, put 3 and you'll get 3 points for it. If you think you're going to get one more than Alex, put 4, you get 4 bonus points for it if you manage to get 4. If you don't, you get none. If you think you'll get 2 more than Alex, bearing in mind that Alex can only answer 8 questions, if you think you get 2 more than Alex, then you would get 5 points for it. If you think you would get 1 less than Alex, you put 2 and you'll get 2 bonus points for it. And if you think you'll get 2 less than Alex, put 1 and you get 1 bonus point for it. You still get your normal 2 points per question. I'm going to put Alex on. I'm going to put that on just onto main screen. There you go. I'm just going to make myself a quick cup of tea while Alex explains it and talks to you while I'm doing that. I think that'd be easier. Seems we're having a few technical problems with that.
Hello, hello. I don't think it's coming through. Oh, there we go. I can hear myself. That's horrible. Okay, so essentially what's going to happen is it's 10 questions as normal. I won't answer the first 2. You then have to just decide how many more questions you're going to get right than I will. if you don't think you're going to get more questions right than I will, then you can also go for less, and you'll get less bonus points, but you still get bonus points. I think that's the way that it works. This is very awkward because I can't see or hear anything other than what's going through on the screen. Yes, so the first 2 questions are the easiest questions, and the last 2 questions are the hardest questions. Matt said, don't worry about your voice, we've all seen your picture. Yeah, I'm fighting through COVID brain fog. And I'm also not very pretty to look at, so I'm only going to be a disembodied voice. But yeah, on the score sheet, the left-hand column, that's where you're going to put how many more points you're going to get. And Mark will explain it to you again when the round starts. If I'm a bit too quiet, I do apologise. I will try and speak louder. Yeah, you may have a slight advantage over an ill person. Thank you, Jackie. Can I find the score sheet and see how people have done so far? Oh, there we go. So yeah, in the left-hand column, you got it sorted. Mark is coming back now to go through the answers for you.
Right, I'm back. How was that? Come Monday, we should be back to normal with Alex in control, so that's fine on that. So let me take that to there, close that off. And take that to there. I can see you starting to put numbers of how many points you think you're going to get, bonus points. How many more than you think that you're going to get. Losers just procrastinate, think they're going to get the same as Alex. The fire-breathing rubber ducks reckon they'll get 2 more than Alex. Hungry hogs reckon they'll get 1 less than Alex. So that's how it works. Okay. Let me go back to there for a second. Bring in the answers to round 2. Turn off the music. And I'll go through the answers with you. So here we go. So here we go. Number 1. Get that to work. Which West Country drink can be sweet, dry or rough? It is, of course, cider. Cider for number 1. Number 2, which drink gives you wings? It is Red Bull. So far we have CR. What is the fruit in tartatan? It is apples. CRA. Number 4, the world's largest food company is Nestle. Number 5, Tia Maria, vodka and Coke. My mum, Alex's grandma's favourite drink is a Black Russian. Number 6, ham and eggs on toast with hollandaise sauce is Eggs Benedict. Puerto Rico is one of the two main producers of rum. Question number 8. The enzyme added to milk to make it coagulate before being made into cheese is rennet. And finally, piccolo, of course, is luminous yellow. Yellow. So putting all those initial letters together give you, I should say 10, not 9. The 9-letter word is cranberry. So question 10, you get 2 points for cranberry. So that is your lot. Even without the beard, Bertie, you would remind me of Timothy Claypole. Okay, so that's that round. Suzanne got 20. So let's go to there. You can see you putting your scores in, how many points you're going for and things like that. Okay. On to round 3 again. See what else we got. Bev got 20. Sarah got 18. Full marks for the boaters. Kathy got 20. Fiona 18. I'm guessing the 18s it was rennet that caught you. The gangsters got 20. Okay. Right. So going back to round 3. Julie, you cannot give yourselves 22 for giving yourself a bonus for doing well. Oh dear. Okay, just to repeat what I said earlier then on how this works. So out of our 20,000 questions, we label them on hardness 1 to 5, 1 being the easiest, 5 being the hardest. In our 10 questions, we're going to put those in hardness order. So the first 2 questions are going to be level 1, going harder and harder all the way up to the last 2 questions being level 5. The quizmaster you're trying to beat this week is going to be Alex. So whereas he uses the database all the time, which gives him an advantage, we tend to actually know what the questions are in the database, not necessarily the answers. So we'll see how that goes on that. He's not going to answer the first 2 questions. So the maximum Alex can get is 8 questions. If you get the same that Alex gets, that could be 8, it could be less. You'll get 3 bonus points if that is what you've chosen. You could choose to go 1 less than Alex and get 2 bonus points. Or you can choose to get 2 less than Alex and get a bonus point. Alternatively, you can choose to get 1 more than Alex and receive 4 bonus points. Or go the whole hog and choose to get 5 points for going 2 more than Alex. So you get the gist of that now. Yeah, he is on his own team. So you now need to decide how many bonus points you want to go for based on that. How many are you going to go for? If those of you are on the score grid, put it onto the left of your team name so we know what the maximum points you can actually get out of this. If Alex gets none right and you've gone equal or more to him, then you'll get more. Then you'll actually get the points that you're going for, essentially. Okay, Are we all okay on that? Can I go ahead now? Sarah's asking me to give a shout out to Jenna, of course. Hello, Jenna. Alex, I'm sure when we get to question 3, we'll give you a shout out as well. We have to flip on the system. Only one of us can talk at once where this works, but we'll do it. So, question 1. The harder the question, the more time you get to answer your question. The first question you get 30 seconds. The last 2 questions you get a full minute at because they're so hard. So here we go. Your first question. Which family from Bedrock hit the big screen in 1994? Pass your answers to your team captain. Okay, pass your answers to your team captains. And then give yourselves your usual 2 points for the Flintstones. I did say they were easy, the first ones. Question number 2. Which crime takes place with great frequency in midsummer? Some pedants in the room out there. Tom Molyneux reckons he's on course for victory, going off the Twitch feed. Okay, answers to your team captains, please. And 2 points for murders, midsummer murders. We do go, Ballerina, we do go up to 60 as the questions get trickier. I'll accept Betty and Barney if you want to be pedantic. Question 1. Question 3. What is the name of a large spoon with a cup-shaped bowl? What's the name of a large spoon with a cup-shaped bowl? Alex is going to give us his answer to this one once we've gone past the seconds. So that's time up. I'm passing over to Alex. Alex, what do you reckon the answer is to that question?
I'm going to go on a limb and say that it's a ladle.
So Alex is saying ladle. Let's have a look. It is ladle. Alex has got 1 correct. On to the next question. Question 4. How many boroughs does New York have? How many boroughs does New York have? When we do this round normally, when we're side by side, whoever is being the quizmaster you're beating will actually write their answer on a little whiteboard and then show you on camera. If you do like this round, we'll do it again on Monday. Okay. I pass over to Alex. Alex, what is your answer, please?
I believe there are 5.
So Alex reckons there are 5 boroughs. Is that correct? Let's have a look. There are 5 boroughs to New York. Question number 5. Getting slightly harder now. I think Alex might find this one tricky. He ain't good at football. The Blades is the nickname of which English football club? Be specific, please. The Blades is the nickname of which English football club? Let me know what you think of this round. Obviously, it's a bit more tricky because we're separated. It'd be a lot easier if we're next to each other. Paul Molyneux is asking me, am I asking Alex or that other thing that set everybody going on Monday? No, I'm asking Alex. I can't say that word. I got in trouble with Alex for saying that. Okay, that is 5. I'm passing over to Alex. Alex, what do you reckon your answer is, please?
Yeah, you've got me on that one. I'm going to say Wimbledon.
Alex has gone for Wimbledon. The correct answer is Sheffield United. I did say be specific because of Sheffield Wednesday. So it is Sheffield United that you needed. Roy's asking, do we do a Donald Trump and call the lawyers to stop the quiz whilst we're ahead? That's funny. On to number 6. Number 6. So Alex's maximum score now is 7. Number 6 is, what word describes architecture dating from the time of James the First? But you're saying explain Wednesday, they made them on Wednesdays. I think they played on Wednesdays. I'm sure our resident researcher will let you know. 10 seconds remaining. As I say, we give you a little bit more time on the trickier ones. Okay, I'm passing over to Alex and see what his answer is. What is your answer, Alex?
Is it Jacobean? I'm going to go for Jacobean.
It is Jacobean. If you pronounce it Jacobean, that'll be fine, but it is Jacobean. So that was number 6. Number 7. Typical question 7. True or false? Is this true or am I completely making it up again? Bismarck is the capital of North Dakota. Is that true or is that false? It's a 50-50. There's a lot of talk about alcohol in here. Ten seconds remaining. So I'll go over to Alex. Alex, what is your answer, mate?
False. Yes.
So Alex reckons it's false. Let's have a look at the correct answer. It is true. He has got a second question wrong. That means his maximum now is 6. Number 8. Oh, this is a good one. Name the 2 colours of the polka dot jersey worn by the Tour de France's King of the Mountains. Get 50 seconds on that one because it is a bit trickier. This is Perno Gates at the moment. Looking at this, looking at everyone's commenting. Yay, sorry, Alex. Glad you got them wrong. Okay, going over to Alex to see what he thinks. Alex, what do you think is the answer to that one?
Once again, you're giving me a sport question, so I've got absolutely no idea. I'm going to hazard a guess that it's black and gold. I don't know.
Alex has gone for black and gold. Is that right? Let's have a look. That is red and white. Alex has got it wrong again. Woo! I think people are going to get high scores on these bonuses. Question 9. I do not think Alex is going to get question 9 wrong. He's too much of a geek to get this wrong. Question 9. And I will explain in full. Officially, how many different TV series of Star Trek have there been? Now that basically is the original series and every single spin-off there is. So it's not how many seasons there's been. It's basically Star Trek, the very original one, and then how many other spin-offs have there been? How many other types of series has there officially been? You get 1 minute. That's sticking for some reason. Let me move it on. There you go. I can actually list them out for you afterwards. I shall let Alex do the listing of them for you, because I know he'll know them. Bev's relying on hubby. Lorena's teammate can, she's well impressed. Charlie's a confessed Trekkie fan, so he reckons he'll get it. 2 seconds. So Alex, how many are you going to say there are? And then can you name them?
Okay, I believe, and I'm pretty sure on this one, there are 9 series. And let me think about it. Okay, there is the original series, then there's the animated series that came after it. Then in the 80s and 90s was Next Generation. Then there was Deep Space Nine. Then there was Voyager. Then there was Enterprise. Then the newer one was Discovery. Then there was the spin-off, which was Picard, and the brand new one is another animated one called Lower Decks. So there are 9.
He's right. There are 9, and they are those 9. So it is 9. Okay, now for a really tricky one. This one is really tricky. Well done if you get this one. Final question, number 10. Purely because we're focusing on America at the moment. Which is the only US state that can be typed in one row of keys on a QWERTY keyboard? So on your QWERTY keyboard, there are 3 rows of keys. There's only one state that you can type out using only one row. Julia's shouting out geeks. Matt saying nobody likes a show off. Joe says nerd. Of course we're nerds. We admit to it. And Bev got it right as well though. So which state is it? And Alex, I've lost track, so you're going to have to tell me how many you got right in total, please. I'm not repeating that one. It's a children's show. Okay, I'm moving over to Alex. Alex, do you know what it is? I think you might remember this one.
I almost thought it was Arkansas, and then I remembered it wasn't Arkansas, it was Alaska.
It is indeed Alaska. Alex, how many have you got right on that round?
Let me see. I got 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 5.
So Alex got 5 right on that round. So if you said 5, you're going the same as him. If you got 5 or more, you get 3 points. If you said you wanted 4 bonus points, you needed 6 or more. If you wanted 5 bonus points, you needed to get 7 or more. If you went 2 bonus points, all you needed was 4 of them. And you only needed 3 if you was going for 1 bonus point. So now you see how this round works. It'll be a lot smoother when we're side to side. But because it was the 50th and we wanted to put something special in, we threw it in. Originally, we thought we would actually be able to talk at the same time, but that technically caused us problems today. So, do you like this round or not? Essentially, do you like Beat the Quizmaster? So if you got 5-2 and you said, but you thought you'd get the same, you get the 3 points for saying you would think you got the same. Voyager was my favourite as well, once I got over her voice. So yeah, Suzanne, so you got 12, so you put 12 in column 3, and right next to it is a bonus column, so you can write 4 in there. I'll actually go and move over to that cam anyway. So if I go to there, close that down, I can see you starting to put the points in, how many you said you were going to go for, and then how many points you got. So you can't have more points than you said you were going to go for. So that's how that's all kicking in nicely there. Do you like the round? Joe, what do you want me to repeat, Joe? Jackie got same as Alex. Well done. Mr. Stackpole. When have I ever been Mr. Stackpole? Mr. Stackpole is Alex's nickname. Little Alex. It hits me when I say that. So the gangsters, Joe, I can't quite see at the where you are at the moment, but I'll put those in at the end for you. How are we doing on time? Ooh, we need to get straight on now with round number 4. The PayPal is there on the screen if you would like us to help us out. No, Bertie, it went whoosh over my head. And I wish I hadn't said that now. Final round is, it ends with, and we are currently up to the letter, after I messed up last week, we are actually up to the letter, we're up to the letter T. So all the answers in this round end with the letter T. 2 points per question. If it's a person's name, you get point for first name, point for surname. So here we go. Question 1. Nikita Khrushchev was head of state of which union? Shirt changes, Paul. I don't understand what the word you're on about with that. Come on, I've got too much to do as it is. Question 2. What is the French phrase for if it pleases you? Oh dear. Question number 3. In which London street did Sweeney Todd operate? And it's the name of the street that ends in T, not the word street itself. Joe says it was complicated, but I like that. Charlie, you know how hot it gets in doing this quiz. I could never wear 4 charts. Julia, that is assuming that it ends in street. Question number 4. According to the Bible, whose wife was turned into a pillar of salt? According to the Bible, whose wife was turned into a pillar of salt? All right, I might have given it away by saying it's a street. God, you're harrying me down, you lot. You're harrying me down. Has anyone been kicked off YouTube? The stats that it's showing me shows a break for about 3 minutes where there was no one looking. Have you all been on continuously? I think it's just the stats being weird. Question number 5. What was Mrs. Victor Meldrew's first name? I'm being told YouTube is fine. Okay, I can just see a 3-minute glitch where it says no one was watching. It was earlier on, but I was just making sure, that's all. Thanks, Charlie. Question number 6. For which film did Leo DiCaprio receive his first ever Oscar win for in 2016? So Leo's first Oscar took him till 2016 to get it, but what was it for? Joe's put hashtag Streetgate Gate Bus Gate. I think you're gating it. Question number 7. What P may have been referred to as a cut purse? That was 7. Number 8. Fred Durst is the lead singer of what US rock group? Fred Durst is the lead singer of what US rock group? They're saying question 2. Hubby says there are 2 answers, formal and informal. I have no idea on that one. The one that is used the most, Bev. Question number 9. The Parish Boys' Progress is the subtitle to which famous novel? Yes, don't forget it does have to end in T. And finally, question 10. In which sport might you see a googly, a maiden, and a fine leg? So those are your 10. I'm going to put on the recap. There is the PayPal if you'd like to help us out. That would be really kind of you. I shall put on the recap. There we go. Find that and then go to there. I'm just going to nip out for a moment. I'm going to put Alex back on the vocals so he can chat to you. Alex, it's all yours, matey.
You surprised me there.
Sorry, I was still on Alex's one then. I hadn't swapped it back over to me. So yeah, Alex isn't working. It wasn't down to me. I did get rid of the mute button on my side, but on the microphone, I actually had it over onto Alex. I'm back. I'm back. It's weird. I actually recognise it straight up. When I recognise it is when you start to mention it. It comes up on my thingy. So there we go. Oh dear. Right, I think you've had long enough on that one. And please let me know. Give me a yes or no to whether you want us to repeat Beat. Now you've got the advantage of having done it once before. Do you want us to repeat Beat the Quizmaster on Monday, when it's going to be a lot smoother? I'll only do it if we can actually be side by side, but do you want it on Monday, please? There's always one, isn't there? I'm okay with Beat the Quizmaster, but maybe don't repeat it because I'll remember the answers. And maybe a cryptic, if we can do it, Sarah. As you know, we've got it's things are a bit tricky at the moment with that and various other things I think you're aware of. But yeah, Bev, I don't want to see words like that. In other news, says Joe, I fell over a couple of days ago and I was trapped on the floor by the sofa with an empty Coke bottle and a pinafore dress, and one of her knees is totally... Joe, is that for real? Or are you just reenacting one of the talking heads that was done by Thora Hurd and written by Mr. Bennett? I can't think of his first name. A cracker under the sofa or something like that it was called. Okay, here we go with the answers anyway. Less of the waffle. How are we doing on time? Just perfect on time this week. Nikita Khrushchev was the head of which union? It was the Soviet Union. Number 2. The French phrase for if it pleases you is s'il vous plaît. Number 3, Sweeney Todd operated from Fleet Street. Everyone's writing Alan and I don't understand why. Number 4, according to the Bible, whose wife was turned into a pillar of salt? It was Lot's wife. Mrs. Victor Meldrew's first name was Margaret, the long-suffering Margaret. Yes, I get the bit about squirrels. I just don't understand why everyone's writing Alan. Number 6. Oh, Alan Bennett, of course. I get you now. Duh. Number 6. For which film did Leo get his first Oscar? It was The Reverend. I heard that it was paying porn, that film. The cup purse is a pickpocket. Fred Durst, how many of you got this one? Lead singer of which US rock group? It was Limp Bizkit. Oh, please do tag people. I like that. The Parish Boys' Progress is a subtitle to Oliver Twist. And finally in this round, in which sport might you see a googly, a maiden and a fine leg? They're all terms in cricket. So there you go. That is your totals. I'm going to put behind me, if I can close that down and hit that button there, I can put the score grid up there. What Unicorn Plus One has already put Beat the Quizmaster as a category they'd like. Fake or real news? I like that. Alex, I think we should work on that over the weekend. A fake or real news round in honour of his nibs over the pond. Gangsters, do don't tell me your scores and I shall put you in. I'll put a bit of music. Unless you tell me to turn it off, I'll just put a bit of music in the background just while we play. Weirdly, my PayPal's just started popping up. It's not making any noises, but it's popping up, which is bizarre on my phone. So let's have a look what you're saying. 20 from Bev, 18 for the Boaters, 16 for Jackie. Joe's demanding comments from Alex. Sarah got 57, so our usual score, she says. 8 on that round for Suzanne with a score of 52 in total. If I move this way a bit, it lets you see the final scores better. Only 67 from Roy. Thank you, Sarah. Nice to hear. We will be back in one way or another. We will be back to normal on Monday. 12 for the Cat's Whiskers. I've noticed it with a few people. It gets really bad, and then the actual final recovery, once they start to recover, the recovery rate is very, very quick after that. 16 for Noskis. Gangsters, if you want to tell me your scores, I shall put that in. Bye, Sarah. I'm going to give it a 5-minute warning, and then I'm going to put the scores in order. See you, Jackie. Great to have you on board. Thank you very much. Just massively behind with question 8 answer. That sounds weird. Charlie, one way or another, Alex, I reckon, on the way he is going to be good enough. If it's only just him on his own, Alex will be hosting on Monday. But I'm hoping that I can actually be with them. Round 4, 20. I need your other rounds, please, gangsters. Here we go. So the gangsters got 16, 20, 18, oops, it's 15, 18, and a bonus of 5. Well done. Oh dear. Thank you, Bertie. So gangsters, you got a total of 58. We've got 3 minutes before I put them in order. So looking on the YouTube comments, Samantha likes Beat the Quizmaster. Frank reckons she's hitting hard. Alex has been, I'm just seeing a comment on Twitch. Alex has actually been watching on Twitch and reckons it's a much better system. The quality's better on the video, it's quicker, and you can still comment on it. Have a bit of an experiment, see if you can get Twitch on your TV, because I know there's some new apps on TVs now that you can actually load in. So maybe you could watch on Twitch. The gangsters have 79. I shall just change it to 79 manually do. Oh, I can't do it manually because I'm in as me. I must have got your scores wrong, gangsters, somehow. 16, 20, 18 plus 5 plus 20, 79. Alex has changed it for me. Thanks, Paul. See you on Monday. Well, you might see Alex, but I'll try and be around. We'll see how it goes on that. Right, everyone scores in, so I'm just going to put them in order anyway. Alex, actually, will you do it for me? Because since you're in control down there. Andrea said, we voted, and in all the legal votes, we agreed the best questions tonight was on flags. Yes, but as you're British, Andrea, did you actually deviate from the rules in a limited but specific way? So Alex has now put those in order. Tommy plus 4 are at the top with 85 points, followed by your Quizzed Harry with 83, Bev's Brainiacs with 81, alongside Portrait of a Cock at Midnight with 81. 1 point behind is the Tingy Bears from Ashford in Kent. Gangsters got 79, Charlie and the Lockdown Factory got 78, 77 for the Expendables and the Fire-Breathing Rubber Ducks, 75 for Losers Just Procrastinate, Unicorn plus 1, Infamous 5, Inland Bolters all got 74, The Quizman and Her, Wombles of Wokingham, and Mickey's Mouseketeers, that's a name I haven't heard for a while, Mickey's Mouseketeers got 73, Noski's Servants Neighbours got 71, 68 from Friends of Kilo. Number 32 got more than 32. They got 63. And Hungry Hogs got 58. So there's your scores. I'm going to just give myself I'll give it a maximum 5-minute timer and then I'm out of here, folks. So there you go. 5 minutes and I'm going. Stop the count. I'm not sure what I said about 85. 8. Oh, 85, yes, is a good count. Anyway, so we'll see you on Monday. Alex will definitely back on the reins in front of the camera. If we feel it's safe for me to be alongside him, because basically his COVID's completely gone, appears to have gone, then I'll be alongside him. We'll be doing some research about whether I can sit beside him on Monday, but I'm hoping to. But Alex will run the show on Monday. And we will be doing, just basically on what you've said, we will be doing Beat the Quizmaster. It has been tricky doing it on your own because you're not covering each other while you're doing it. So there you go. Oh, that's one of the nicest things I've actually read. And genuinely, I do think it's one of the nicest things I've read. I'm so glad I found you lot of weirdos. Love you all. I genuinely think that is a really nice thing to put up there. Everyone's talking about recounts now. So Alex has put the Twitch up. It is quiz actually everywhere. But he does reckon, because he's been watching it on there tonight, and he does reckon it is the best service to use. No doubt he'll be telling you all about it on Monday. Thank you, Bev. Thank you, Blarina. Thank you, Karina. This is very weird. I've got it basically on screen alongside the official YouTube bit where we're running it all off. And then also on my phone as well. And your comments appear on my phone quicker than they do on the official thing that we're actually running it all off. So I've got 2 minutes and I'm going. So thank you all for sticking with us when it hasn't been at full capacity, with Alex being out for obvious reasons and whatever, and also with him being away for what was meant to be for a few days and ended up being self-isolation up there for 3 weeks. Bertie, behave. That's very naughty. Remember, we do have children watching this show. Let's just see a few comments appearing on Twitch now. You're all seem to be linking in there. That's good. Oh, that has really tickled me. Alex is going to come back bigger and stronger. Well, maybe not bigger. Probably not stronger. Ah, dear. Okay. I'm going to love you and leave you. I'm going to put the final screen on. And we'll see you on Monday. Thank you all for your support. We'll be back to full strength. Back to our usual banter, hopefully, on Monday. From me, it's good night. Alex will say good night in the text, I'm sure, but it is good night. Thank you.